Okay, heading into 1914-16 Panama Street. I've already taken a pretty good look around for the last 20 minutes or so, and now I'm taking you with me. Okay, so the vestibule I just walked into looks like this. And then there's a second door. And what we see when we first walk in is this closet in front of us. To the left, we have the living room. And to the right, we have the start of the stair. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by going left. So I've already taken measurements on all floors. And this bottom floor, I'd say that the ceilings are a little under 8 feet tall. The tallest ceilings are on the second floor. The floors on this level are in great condition. I don't think that they're in need of refinishing. Looks kind of like they're in the process of move out, so there are some furniture odds and ends hanging around. In response to your question about this wall here, at least a portion of all of these center walls are load bearing. But sometimes when I knock on them, the sound of like it not being hollow doesn't start a little ways in. So that sounds hollow to me. Sounds hollow to me. In fact, this one kind of goes on for a while. But then over here, it does not sound hollow anymore. So it's kind of strange. Like I'm all the way, I'm this far from the door. I'm more than halfway. So I'm definitely not hollow here. And then hollow again. So it kind of seems like between here and like here does seem to be load bearing, which is interesting. And I mean, I can't guarantee it, but it sounds very, very hollow, this entire portion. So just to kind of give you a visual, it kind of seems like at least that first half definitely sounded hollow when I knocked on it. And this portion here sounded very solid. This is a very cute little thing. If you have any animals in your future, I'm sure this would be a very popular spot. Just occurred to me that while I've checked all of the bathroom water, I have not yet checked the faucet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Looks like we're good. Pretty standard setup here as far as the drawers and cabinets go. I hope this isn't tedious. Just figure better too much information than not enough, right? No problems here. Nope. It seems like there were children or babies here prior. This is weird. Huh. It's metal, this particular drawer. The other ones are wood. I don't know what that's about, but it's kind of funky. Like it must be like purpose built, but I'm not sure what the purpose is. Okay, looping around. So I'm facing south right now. Here's east, south, west, and north. So these cabinets here, just additional kitchen storage, I suppose. And it's the same on the other side. All right, let's check out the garden. So it is a very sunny day today. There's not a single cloud in the sky. There's so much light back here. Definitely satisfactory, I think. As for how the light would behave at different times of day, it's not the best at guessing that, to be honest with you. I have a hard time wrapping my head around it for whatever reason. It would be very helpful to be better at it. Let's see. Well, we have another building here. So when the sun rises, you're not really going to see too much of it until it rises above the building and the canopy of that tree. And as it sets, we have an even taller building here. So you're really going to get, the most sun midday. There's nothing covering you here. And possibly some restricted light as the sun starts to set. Let's see if it is, where's the sun? There it is. So I don't know, maybe by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you not have direct light anymore. I really wish I could get you through this door, but when I try to open it, it's possible that I'll just break the entire thing because this frame, it seems like the door's expanded so much that it's like threatening the entire structure of the door frame. So I'm gonna let that be. I know that it goes to some kind of an alley that is, over 50% chance of not being usable as far as Philly goes, although in this neighborhood it tends to be better. Look at my little cheat sheet here. All right, we're doing a 360-degree video of the surroundings from both corners. So right now I'm in the southwest corner. Okay. And now I'm in the southeast corner. Can't get quite all the way there because there's a plant in the way. As far as the way that the wooden door and window frames look, it really varies. So this one here, it's kind of looking crumbly, but it could just be the paint. I'm not seeing anything that looks awful. These doors down here, there's like a little bit of flaking at the wooden bottom of them. Some flaking here. Looks like there's some wood deterioration on this corner. That's kind of the level that we're looking at here. So it's like not pristine. Some might benefit from replacement or capping. These ones here appear to be aluminum. I'm not seeing any wood whatsoever. And interestingly, it looks like there were once additional windows on the back of this wall on both levels, and it looks like they've been covered up, which is a shame, and makes me curious about what might be possible there. You know, you might not want to look directly out on the condenser, but at least on the top level. So yeah, that's interesting. Top level, a little tough to see from here, but it appears that there's some paint flaking around the area of the windows, but the windows themselves appear to be aluminum. Yeah, and again, it's tough to tell if it's just paint or if it is the wood itself. Probably some combination. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna head back inside. This is a graded cover down to the basement. All right. So one thing I'll note is that it's sometimes tough to get lights on. This is pretty irrelevant, but I went to go do this and like the whole thing fell off. So there are like some ways that the house is sort of, see, like I press it and it doesn't stay on, like it doesn't hold. Yep, there it goes again. I'm just gonna leave it off. And you know, some of these might be like, I can't tell, I mean, not that one, but some of them I'm like, is this the bulb or is this the circuit? Like this, another one, it doesn't stay. And I don't know if it's an issue with the fixture or if it's something having to do with the electrical. But there are some kind of questions I have about the electrical down in the basement. And frustratingly, the basement, like the biggest part of the basement, has absolutely no light whatsoever. So it's going to be really hard for me to show it to you, but I'm going to take you down there anyway, and I'll do the best that I can. Light level in this room it's like moderate, I'd say. It's a little bit on the dim side, but it's not super dark. That helps a bit, I think. Okay. This closet, by the way, is standard, a little deeper than standard coat closet. All right, let's check out the basement. So there's a funny little bathroom here. I actually haven't tested any of this. I mean, might as well. That's a little bit trickly. That one's strong. I'm a little afraid to flush the toilet, but I'm gonna go for it. And that seems to be working okay. Yep. Okay. And, you know, the fact of the exposed wires is really not an issue. There's really nowhere else for them to go. They look a little disorganized, but that's not really my concern. But, you know, there are like I have questions, I guess I would say, about the electrical. Here, where it's kind of spray painted, it looks more uniform than elsewhere, although definitely this paint is like looking pretty flaky. So because this is two combined houses, we have a foundation wall right in the middle. So it's two foundations right next to one another. And I'll mention that more as we go upstairs. There's more to say about it. All right, so here is the largest room, and it is totally dark, which is really frustrating. I wish I could show it to you better, but unfortunately I can't use the flashlight on my phone and the video simultaneously. I'm gonna just verbal to you that as far as like, there's a dehumidifier running. The basement smells totally fine. There is a section in the back corner in which there's some visible dampness on the floor, but not pooling water. I took a pretty thorough look at the joists and the ceiling, the joists and the wiring. And there's some stuff that looks like it might be knob and tube to me. Like there's definitely a weird mix of wires here. I don't understand why none of the lights work. I pulled on the cord for each of the bulbs and it didn't come on. And again, it's just the question of, is this the whole circuit? Has this intentionally been, has the circuit been disconnected? I just don't know. The boiler here is absolutely ancient. At least it looks really old to me. The oldest date here is 86 as far as the servicing record. And then it kind of just trails off in like the early 90s. So I really can't say anything about that. The water heater looks new, and then there's a air handler for the air conditioning that looks rather new as well. And I really wish I could show you more. I can say the breaker box looks new as far as the outside, but the wiring looks like mixed. Now, one thing I'll say that's important, and I wish I took a picture so I can send you the picture separately, but there is a cast iron drain pipe that is completely leaking. So it's like rusty and drippy all over it. So that would need to be addressed for sure. It's on this side of the wall right there in the corner. It goes down and then it goes underground and under the foundation floor and then out to the street. So that's going to be your main sewage stack where all of the wastewater goes into the city municipal waste system. So yes, that would be something you would want to address for sure. And unfortunately, because I don't have any light down here, there's not really a whole lot else that I can show you. It smells fine, it's comfortable, but I have some questions about the electric. Okay, back upstairs. We've got this cool little thing here. I don't know if I showed this to you, but I love these. This one needs some WD-40 or something, but it's cool. Does it work? Yes, it does. Okay, going up the stairs. We have our first decent bathroom. Floors are like a little bit dicey. They're fine, but like you could probably peel these up with your bare hands. Like it's that kind of a thing. This works. Functional bathroom, toilet flushes, sink is functional. Everything seems fine. The flooring on the stairs is like throughout the house, looks like it was once covered with a runner, and it's just looking a little shabby, I would say. Could probably use some sprucing up, but it's not that bad. It's just a little bit discolored. All right, second floor. You had asked me whether the wall behind me is load bearing, and it definitely seems to be. The ceilings on this level are 9 feet tall, give or take, but really quite tall. And here's where it would be so nice if we had some extra windows. I saw that there were indentations from the exterior that made me think that there once were. Light level in here is nice, even as is. Don't know what the deal is with those I don't know what those are. I guess they're lights that are no longer lights. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's little like halogen, or I don't know what kind of bulb that is, but yeah, there are lights up there. I just don't know how to turn them on. This might do it. Yeah, there we go. One of them's burnt out, the other one turns on. Okay. So they're calling this the master bedroom. It's certainly big enough. Cedar closet. Another bathroom, toilet flushes in here. The water in the shower works. The diverter works, so I'm able to switch between the bath and the shower. The water gets hot, but the drain is very, very slow. So that could be a very simple clog, or it could be, you know, more of a plumbing issue. It's really hard to say. It definitely drains. It just drains slowly to the point where if you were having a shower, you would be standing in water. Okay, so we walk through the bathroom into the dressing area. Sink works. Lovely and open. You've got this little step out fire escape balcony. However, there's screens in these doors and these windows, so I'm not able to like really get out there. But actually, I haven't checked these windows yet, but I'm guessing they'll open. Yeah, we're good. Windows open. Oh, this is getting in the way, sorry. There we go. Yep. I'll deal with that later. Okay. Closets. I'm gonna spare you from all of these. These are drawers. We've got cabinets. Kind of a funny arrangement of doors here. Like, I don't really know how to open. Oh, never mind. I opened in the wrong direction. But you do have to kind of just open one panel at a time, it seems. There might be a better way to do this, but you do have the space, that's for sure. Oh. Okay. All right. It's a little bit on the dimmer side in here. I don't have the lights on, so that's part of it. But as far as just natural light, it's not like bathed with light or anything like that. But it's not dark either, I don't think. I don't know how it comes through on the video. It's a little dim. Yeah, it's a little dim because these are kind of narrow windows. Okay. Heading up to the next level. This is kind of cute, the turn around mat. Stairs continue to be kind of discolored. And up here we start to notice what I wanted to mention. So it's very typical in Philly row homes to have some settling between the foundation walls. And in a typical Philly house, there's just four foundation walls on all of the edges. Here we have two foundations next to each other and two supporting structures next to each other. So I don't think it's going to be visible, but there is definitely a slope up and a slope down as we walk over that load-bearing wall. I really don't think it's going to be possible to express in this video, but you certainly notice it. The easiest explanation is usually the correct one. It's probably just normal settling. We see this in lots of houses. We just don't usually have the opportunity to walk over that hump because it's where the party wall is. This works. There's no shower, but the bath works. Sink works, toilet works. Here's the shower, and that works as well. This flooring is kind of peel off, not the nicest. You could probably peel it off with your hands, kind of thing. And here we have, the floor here is covered with a rubber mat. It's probably not in great shape underneath, but I didn't want to, I can pick up a piece and see what the deal is, but I don't have high hopes. Yeah, it looks like there's an under carpet pad here that is kind of stuck. So in order to really, it does definitely look like the same wood travels underneath, but you would need to have somebody peel all of this kind of old-fashioned backing paper here up and refinish the floor for sure. Oh, that's cool. This came out on a hinge, kind of like accordion style. All right. Just occurred to me that I haven't been showing you the views out the back windows. So I'm gonna start doing that here, and I'll do it for the second floor when we go back down. This room is very bright. Floors here are starting to look a little bit, you know, like they could probably use some sprucing up. They're just kind of dull. But they don't look to be in bad condition, I think. And well, yes, they are actually. They have some scratches. But overall, what I mean is, you know, it's not like you're missing pieces of boards or anything like that. It would just need to be refinished, and then I think it'd look beautiful. So, window view. And another. There's no view out of this window, it's just the neighboring house. And then this one is kind of nice actually. You see part of the back garden, some of the neighbors' gardens, and plenty of sky. So many rooms in this house, I actually can't remember if I've shown you this one yet. Okay, going back up to the next floor, or up to the next floor. No real head clearance issues here. I would say the only one is like as we're walking down, I mean, this is all that, you know, it's like that, but it's really not that bad. Like, it's not like the other house, that's for sure. All right. So up here, the floors are a little over 7 feet. So to recap, floors on the main level are about 8 feet. Floors on the second level are about 9 feet. And then the third and fourth floor, they're both about 7 feet, 4 inches. So the two top levels have the lowest ceiling clearance. I think I said floors, but I meant ceiling. Because of this, I'm guessing we're gonna deal with the same thing underneath. Actually, no. So it looks like these floors are actually looking decent. Maybe we'll need to be refinished, but maybe not. Not like the other ones under the rubber. We're really just looking at roofs here. Yours, neighbors, some sky. Okay. Linen closet. Over here we have some storage behind the vaulted roof. Some ductwork. Everything in here works as well. Got some peeling plaster, drywall, paint actually. It's just paint covering. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. Yeah. Anyway, just peeling paint. these walls in this room have this like bulletin board kind of material all over it. Heads up. We're at 30 minutes. This is going to be a big upload. Go so quickly. Okay. So recapping, we've got ceiling height on all floors. I've commented on the brightness, I hope, in all the rooms. We've got a 360-degree video of the surrounds from 2 corners of the garden. I've done my best to comment on the level of sun at different times of day. The overall condition of the home, I hope, has been made clear. I think that, you know, it's a far cry from Manning, that's for sure. This house could be lived in, but it does look like it could benefit from some upgrades. You know, definitely that pipe, the sewer line in the basement concerns me. I'd want the electrical to be looked at. The boiler looks like it's on its last legs, if it works, which is going to be tough to test in the summertime. Floors, some of these floors could benefit from refinishing. I wish I hadn't shown you this, but this is pretty cool. And looks, honestly, no leaks here, which is pretty amazing. Usually, and I've not seen any signs of water penetration anywhere except for a corner of the basement where there's some dampness on the floor, which is not uncommon in Philadelphia, to have some, like, a corner that's wet to the touch, but no standing water. Water runs everywhere. The burners work in the kitchen. I did not check the oven. I've taken video of the rear window views. You've got lovely window views all over the front, that's for sure, because this street is just gorgeous. I can't say whether all the windows work. It's probably a mix. All right, and now I'm gonna take you back down to the second floor and do the video out the back so you can see those windows. Did I do this one? No, I'm just getting deja vu because it's the same room. So same as before, zero view out of this window. It's just a kind of diagonal exterior wall of the neighboring house. Similar view out of this, just a bit lower. Plenty of light. Nice rooms, these ones. But again, it'd be so cool if there were those extra windows. I think I showed you the view out of here. Hope you're not getting dizzy. A little bit dark in this room. Turn this off. So here's a lights out view, midday. Lights out in here doesn't really change much. All right, and we're back on the main level. And I think that's it. I'm gonna check my notes and make absolute sure I haven't missed anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I hope to send it to you soon.